Raver. I'm a solutions architect here at HP, and I'm going to walk you through the new T250 HD PageWide web press. We're going to start right here at the unwinder. Our media range on this press remains the same as on our T240. It's 40 GSM up to 250 GSM. Everything from your pharma fold application up to a direct mail piece. As we go up the print zone, we have HP Optimizer, which is new with the T250 HD. We have 2 black print bars, 2 cyan magenta print bars, and a yellow print bar. We've been able to use our new technology to come up with a new ink set, but the beauty is we got to keep all the best parts of what you guys are familiar with from HDNA on our T240 HD. We have 8 times nozzle redundancy in black. We have 4 times nozzle redundancy in CMY. And what that means to you is if you have paper dust come up and block a nozzle for a second, you're not getting a void on your output. You're gonna be able to sell that sheet still. The other big advantages of our thermal technology are no purge ink. So competitor devices have to purge ink to have a good looking print. Here at HP, we use a web wipe cassette. When we're done printing, we wipe off any excess ink from overspray to make sure the nozzles don't get clogged, then they cap. This press is sitting here with capped heads, but it's ready to print. When I go to print, they're just going to lower in positions and go ahead and print. One other huge advantage of thermal inkjet is we have user replaceable heads. When I need to replace a head, I hit a button, they lower into position, I pull a head out, I put a new head in, and I start printing again. Everything about this press is designed to maximize the uptime so you're producing work and making money. So a lot of you may have an older version of this chassis, a T200, a T230, a T240. Now you can have a T250. We maintained our upgrade path. The other great thing about this press is we don't force you to buy any of these parts until you need them. If you had a T200, it came with these dryers. That's great if you were running 60-pound uncoated, it's all you needed. A T230, we doubled the speed, we went to 400 feet per minute. The dryers were still adequate. With the T240, we went to 500 feet per minute, and we also added dual drop weight in a quality mode. For that dual drop weight, that allowed people to do true offset replacement work, which means we're running on stocks like 10-point and coated medias that are harder to dry. We came out with a dryer expansion module. So if you're a customer who bought a T200 and followed us through our upgrade path, you were able to start with average of 5% coverage work on uncoated, and now you can do full coverage work on a 10-point stock by using that DEM. That adds 30% drying capacity. But if you don't need it, you don't have to buy it yet, but as your business changes, we can change the press with you.
Hi, I'm Heath Ponstein. I am the product manager for the PageWide WebPress T250 HD. I'd like to take a minute to show you what's different between the 250 and how it's been improved over the T240 HD and the rest of the T200 family that's been in our portfolio for the last 10 years. The first and foremost thing is the ink. HP Brilliant ink is introduced on this press. We have black, cyan magenta, yellow inks. The biggest difference you're going to notice in the press is that the bonding agent print bar is now replaced by a new substance we call HP Optimizer. Now the difference between this and the HP bonding agent is that the Optimizer is much more universal. With an uncoated page, what the bonding agent did is cause the pigment to crash on the surface, keeping a high optical density on one side of the paper and reducing show-through on the other side of a porous, uncoated page. With the HP Optimizer, we continue to do that, but we also offer a way to pre-treat only where the ink is going on a coated page. The HP Optimizer can be used in different levels depending on which media you're using in order to control that coalescence and bleed, provide optimal print quality on this coated offset media, all without a primer. So in addition to having the new HP Brilliant ink on this press that not only gives you direct to coated but extends the color gamut, provides a glossy output to match the sheet gloss of a coated image, uniform gloss across that whole page, we're also optimizing the hardware to give new capability and operational efficiencies. The vision system that I'm standing in front of on this press has been standard on the T200 presses since we introduced them over a decade ago. But initially they were offered with mono vision cameras. This meant that we would use red, green, and blue lighting to highlight image defects and diagnostics on the printed page and display them in mono. It was great for a system that knew what to do with it, such as automatically aligning the print heads when you swap out and have a print head replacement. But now you actually have it in color. What this means, it's actually more efficient for an operator to look at the screen because what you see is what you get. They'll have the opportunity not only on the diagnostic plots, but also through the quality image check, quick vision, to be able to look at the screen, and when the system sees an area that might have misalignment or a potential downweb streak, they'll actually see a color image and they'll be able to react to it that much quicker without having to look at a mono image, because the color image is going to represent exactly what's on the printed output.